We were just speaking about limited and unlimited liability. So what we're going to move on to now are two unlimited liability business structures, sole traders and partnerships. So a sole trader is a business. So let me go back a step. So these are different. So if you start a business, or every single business in the world is one of these four structures. Okay, so they're either a sole trader, a partnership, you're a private limited company, or you're a public limited company. There's nothing else that they can really be. There is a cooperative, but we'll do them separately. So there's five. I was wrong. There's five. So we're going to talk about sole traders and partnerships. So a sole trader is the simplest type of business. One, I mean, that's of the business is an individual person. Okay, so they get to keep all the money, decisions. They buy or business. There's very sense of continuity, which means the business as well. And they've got unlimited liability. So okay, so examples: market stall traders, any sort of really small single business is like a sole trader. Okay, so maybe like a maintenance person that comes around and fixes your air conditioning, or a plumber, or maybe a handy person that comes around and fixes things, or somebody selling newspapers on Queen's Road or something like that. They're all likely to be sole traders, individual people that start business. Okay, so which of these are advantages and disadvantages of sole traders then? So pause the video and work your way through, and then we'll talk about some answers in a minute. Okay, so let's run through these. So a sole trader has unlimited liability. In the eyes of the law, the sole trader and their business are the same legal identity. Any debts accrued by the business have to be paid by the owner if the business fails. So that, of course, is a disadvantage. So as we said, unlimited liability is quite risky. If the debts of the business are the debts of the owners, therefore that's a disadvantage. So, two, there are relatively few legal formalities involved in setting up as a sole trader, making it easy to do compared with other types of business. Makes it easier to do compared with other types of business. So yeah, they're very fast. You don't need to do anything. Tax person at the end of the year, taxes, switch games. Okay. The owner of the business will have personal contact with their customers. The owner? What? The owner can find out and react to what people want. The personal contact may improve customer loyalty. That's an advantage. A sole trader takes all of the responsibility of managing the business, meaning very long hours. If the owner goes ill, this could be a loss of revenue. That's obviously a disadvantage because there's nobody to rely on. You're kind of working for yourself. You're the owner. The owner has full control over the business. That's an advantage, as we've already said. Most sole traders fund their business through their personal savings. The capital for expense can be hard to come by because banks might be reluctant to lend. Yep, that's a disadvantage. The sole trader receives all of the profits. That's obviously an advantage. Okay, so that's a quick overview of sole traders. Let's talk about a very similar business structure, which would be partnerships. Okay, so these are exactly the same. So they've got limited liability, no setup costs or setup administration, but now we're talking two or more people that run a business. So if you set up a business with your mate and there's two of you that equally put in funds, so it doesn't have to be equally actually, some people could put in 80% of the start finance, then you are partners. Okay, so if there's more than one person that owns the business, then you are a partnership. Okay, so examples of partnerships, I don't know, you might see it in a law firm perhaps. where you talk about partners in a law firm, possibly a hairdresser's, or still going to be small to medium-sized businesses. Because of unlimited liability, we've still got unlimited liability, which makes them quite risky because the owner is the business. So each partner would have to pay any debt that the business accrued. Okay. So again, let's have a run through here. So pause the video, have a go through these advantages and disadvantages, and that'll be the end of today's lesson. I think that's enough information for now. Okay, so let's just run through these quick then. So partners can bring new ideas and skills to a business. Having the skills, client-facing experience of more owners could improve the quality of the product. That's good. Okay, so let's go back to the law firm example. You could have somebody that's very good at criminal law, divorce law, another type of law. So each specific partner could have specific skills. One might be really good at accounts, marketing, and each partner can bring their knowledge. Partnerships are easy and inexpensive to set up. Yep. Oh yeah, one thing to mention there. There are legal requirements involved in joining a partnership or indeed a partnership. These aren't actually legal requirements, but it's basically like a partnership outlines what each person's role is, how much money they're putting in, and what they're entitled to if they dissolve the partnership, they end the partnership. And then they also say what to do if the rules for taking on new partners are including the partnership altogether. Okay, so between partners can make decision making slow. Obviously, that's a disadvantage. So we can have disagreements, we can have arguments, the partners may fall out. Partnership from the business, yeah, again, it's very hard to get a loan as a partner in a small business. To become a partner and gain of ownership and control and profits, profits shared. They're motivated because partners share their profits and motivated to work hard. Yeah, okay, so because you're sharing profits, each partner is likely to work hard. However, we have unlimited liability, as we've already said, is a disadvantage. Okay, so that's 2 of the 4 business structures, and that's where we're going to call it a stop for today. Sole traders and partnerships. We'll talk about LTDs and PLCs next time. But yeah, that's enough for today, and then I will post up another workbook and another video finishing off this little bit of work. Okay.